That fire that was just a small speck on that hill has grown out of control, and what this family is trying to do right now is keep that line from jumping over here, because if all this catches, it's the rest of their property and their homes at stake. It is incredible to see, and at the same time very eerie to see entire neighborhoods destroyed by fire. Napa off in the smoky distance, flames moving toward the east, and folks in Green Valley getting more worried tonight. So right now we're at the Church of the Nazarene here in Oroville. This is one of the places where the American Red Cross has set up a shelter to help the victims of the fire. I'm gonna step over so I don't take on water in my boots. Bridget, so are you concerned at all seeing that the water is beginning to rise here? So there's been a lot of conversation on Facebook about LuLaRoe and the business practices. So we've been reaching out to people that were commenting on our Facebook page. And we actually found a couple right here in Citrus Heights that's gonna, and it's likely these images being played on repeat across American media are being heard and seen by the eyes of our young ones. And then the questions follow. And oftentimes for these people, it's just getting to the help they need to get their lives back on track. So imagine what if, just what if, the help came to them. Behind me is the global super tanker. It's the world's largest, fastest air attack firefighting asset, and we're gonna take a look inside. And it takes a complex system of many different organizations all working together to keep the raging water of the Sacramento and American rivers from getting to your door. On Sunday, I joined soldiers with the California National Guard on the ground in Santa Rosa, aiding local authorities in the search and recovery mission. There, I saw entire neighborhoods reduced to nothing more than ash, but nothing would prepare me for what was to come. Today, I joined the California Air National Guard on a flight from Mather to Santa Rosa to survey the damage in between. The sights from above give a hard-to-watch glimpse into the disaster that's occurred across the region.
It's still pretty mesmerizing how to see, it's almost like a moonscape. You hear that again and again, but to see all that gray over those homes and to see it in contrast next to homes that happen to survive the fire, it's really striking how the contrast is there.
CalGuard spokesman Will Martin explains the massive effort CalGuard using nearly 1/10 of its worldwide forces to fight fires.
Yeah, so the big focus right now is a lot of search and recovery and just helping on the ground. We still have a lot of flights out, so we've dropped about 700,000 gallons of water and retardants so far since the Northern California fires began. But there is a big focus on ground efforts right now, helping law enforcement, helping the folks that are searching the homes. So that's a big emphasis as we speak.
It's likely to be a weeks-long effort for the state's forces aiding in recovery, and not to mention helping to tackle the fires still burning. And for all in California, a very long road of rebuilding ahead. In Santa Rosa, California, Giacomo Luca, ABC 10 News. This could perhaps be the most important time of the year for college students. The letter they get on their final test, project, or presentation could be what stands in the way of a diploma. That's why hygiene's so important this time of year. Sleep hygiene, that is. So when I saw this nap map put together by the student newspaper at Sacramento State, I had to see if anyone was putting it to good use. So I put on my slippers and flannels, headed to the corner of Collegetown Road and Hornet Drive to quiz students on the best spots to get some shut-eye. Do you know where the best place is to take a nap on campus?
Like a bench or something, I don't know.
Some had excuses. I saw you about to fall asleep.
Oh yeah, just resting my head.
Of course. Others were a bit more honest. You know where I can go take a nap?
You can actually go take a nap at the terminal lounge.
Best place to go?
Yeah.
Is that where you nap?
Yeah, to be honest with you, like to get a break from school, yeah.
You need a pillow?
No.
Taking a nap? I even found a few nappers, like Tyler Anderson. How often would you say you take a power nap on campus?
It hasn't been for a while, actually. You know, I don't know, maybe once a week, maybe.
We heard the library was a napping haven, so we went on over. Thought you could use a lullaby and a pillow. Oh, no. That's where I found Gino Platina, a staffer who likes to take naps on his hour-long lunch break.
I have a 4-year-old autistic son. Yes.
A little
So
bit of work for you there.
he's awake most of the night. Last night he was up at 2:30 in the morning. So
How's it feel when you wake up from your nap at the end of the day, or at the end of your nap, and
you're more refreshed. You actually can get back to your work and do what you need to do.
An awful lot of these nappers told me it helped to get them through the day.
Like if I take a 15 or 30-minute nap, I feel a lot more energized.
I wanted to get to the bottom of this, so I went to the experts at the campus wellness center.
Sleep difficulties are one of actually the second most common reason for students to have a lower grade in a class.
That's right. According to university data, sleep is the second most common reason for bad grades. Associate Director Riva Wittenberg of Campus Wellness tells me a power nap, between 15 and 30 minutes, is actually a good thing.
A power nap is one of the best ways to boost your productivity, your alertness. Sleep is essential. It's not about being lazy. It's about, being well and practicing good self-care. And
So you heard it, nap away. Just remember to set an alarm so you don't forget to get back to work. From the campus of Sacramento State University, I'm Giacomo Luca, ABC 10 News. So what's the best thing about being 7 years old?
It's because I can be more taller, I can run more faster.
I took a stroll through Woodside Park with young Adonai Gutierrez, where he recently celebrated his 7th birthday. Were you excited days before your birthday party? Did you know it was coming up?
Yeah, I got super excited. I was like, is my birthday today or today or today or today? Because I wanted my birthday to come.
When the day finally came around, his mother set up this elaborate picnic table with cupcakes and gift bags. He was overwhelmed with joy for his guests to show.
Yeah?
And he sat, and he waited for hours, and yet no one showed up.
I was feeling not very happy.
As any mother would, Maria pressed on, trying to make her son's special day the best she could, even though she knew deep down he was hurting.
We still sang happy birthday. He still made a wish. He opened his presents. So we just try to make the best of it.
And just as young Adonai started to lose hope in the grand celebration of life,
I was like, why did I even have a birthday if nobody came?
his community wouldn't let him. A simple Facebook post by his aunt got the ball rolling.
The next morning I woke up to my phone, a whole bunch of notifications, and I was like, what's going on?
He was shrouded in happy birthday cards and later gifts by the good neighbors of Woodland. But why stop there? Do-over, anyone? Everybody, this is your surprise birthday.
Yeah, the birthday boy. Congratulations, man.
A birthday. It's something meant to be shared. And the great thing about life, if things don't pan out the way we'd like the first time, we can always try again.
Oh, happy birthday, my baby.
In Woodland, California, I'm Giacomo Luca for ABC 10 News. This police body camera video shows the beginning of a startling moment for officers in Grass Valley.
Why don't you just tell me what's going on first?
I took a ride with Corporal Jesse Cloyd to the overpass where it all happened Tuesday. He said despite trying for minutes to talk him down, the man still tried to jump over the ledge.
I don't have to touch you or nothing. You know, I just want to talk.
I can't imagine what he was thinking or what was going through his mind, but
yeah, nor can I, and that's where the training kind of helps, and you know, trying to eliminate the authoritative police aspect of it and just try to connect with him as if, you know, I was any normal person walking down the street. So.
Hey, get out now.
Cloyd and fellow officer Melvin Bird quickly rushed into action as the man began to scale the fence to hurl his body over a 15-foot drop into oncoming traffic. And even after pulling him down, the officers tried to comfort him.
I know you're not fighting, okay? But I don't want you to do this, okay? I don't want you to jump.
You know, I know that the video came out and was posted on Facebook, and a lot of people were congratulating you. Do you call yourself a hero? Do you feel like a hero?
No. I, you know, myself and the officer, it's part of what we do. It's part of who we are. I am very grateful that we had that opportunity, you know, to get there in the nick of time, and hopefully that gentleman is getting the help that he needs. But I can say, confidently that every single, at least officer in this department would have reacted the exact same way had it, been their turn.
Mark Dolph tells me he was making dinner at his rural Pollock Pines home with his wife and kids when a most unwelcome guest wandered in.
So I come around this corner here like this, and I look and I see the door ajar, but then I look down right here at the steps, and the mountain lion had his head and he had his front paws about 3 steps down.
That's right, a 120-pound mountain lion. He didn't grab a picture, but this is what the beast would have looked like. He did, however, grab the closest weapon.
This piñata bat was what I could find.
And the family piled in the pantry.
So the door was closed like this, and
They called 911 and waited a half hour for police to arrive.
So this is basically the view you get, the crack of the door, and but it was pretty stressful, I'll tell you that.
The family says the big cat knocked over dinner, scared the family's cats into hiding, and police arrived.
The lion actually came up right to the door after I went in, and I closed the door, and the lion basically had his nose up to the crack of the door.
According to the U.S. Forestry Service, most mountain lions will try to avoid confrontation. That's why this family has no idea what would have drawn it into their home. But one thing is for certain, the Dolph family will be extra vigilant about locking this door.
And then we pushed it open.
In Pollock Pines, I'm Giacomo Luca, ABC 10 News.